Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your chakra reading for January. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you and your chakras. Best chakra for you this month is best chakra for Gemini Cancer is universal light. Nice. Okay. So having the universal light over here is talking about that soul star chakra, which is located and anchoring off the crown chakra over here, which is talking about bringing in that divine light and really opening yourself up to the divine. This is the extension of the powerful universal light of the cosmos. This light is what fuels your soul and gives birth to the stars. It is all wise, all-knowing, all-loving energy that is from the universe, from the divine itself. It brings in the unconditional love at its purest. Sometimes you can feel disconnected and shut off from the light. However, in truth, you are the extension of it and made up of this energy and can never really be separated. The only reason you're separated is because it's closed down, right? It's blocked. So it's talking about being encouraged to focus on the divine connection to the cosmos and do what is required to deepen and awaken fully to the universal light. So if you feel like there's something that just does not feel pure, or you feel blocked, or you feel a little disconnected, then it's time now to start opening up to this light and really getting it pretty much deep within yourself for meditation reasons, and really believing in yourself and allowing that light to really shine through. And bringing in the heart chakra for sure, opening up the heart chakra to allow the divine light to pour in to yourself. This will help you also feel very balanced. Okay. So getting a moon card over here. Talking about honoring your feelings through your crown chakra. So going straight from the crown chakra, but really opening up the crown chakra is going to help you really anchor to that divine light of that soul star chakra. Once you feel like you're there and you're really opening and communicating using your throat chakra, you're going to feel like you have better control and better awareness of what's going on, and it's going to allow you to release a lot of negative emotions or any stress that you're holding on to allow this divine light to empower you and make you feel balanced and whole again. Very nice. Okay. The next card coming out is leave the past behind. Anything that you're holding on to from last year that feels like maybe it was overwhelming you, kind of consuming you. It could just be stress, right, that you had from a month ago. However it is, just kind of leave that behind, because as you're opening up to the light, it's going to kind of shed that away and really allow that to dissipate within you, right? Just really clearing it out and not holding on to that feeling anymore. Very nice. Next card is release the control. Yes, release the control that you have of keeping that there. Once you release that control, then you can get back into the intentions of the solar plexus to allow yourself to really feel at ease and allow new intentions to come through without any worries or doubts, right? That the past tension could have been holding you back on. As we only focus on what could have, should have, would have been, or how this really affected me and how it affects my emotions, that past energy really does affect how we're moving into the future, right? The future is just tomorrow, right? How we're feeling today in the present and moving into the future. So really wanting to make sure that you really leave that behind, because if it's any kind of frustration or anything, you're really carrying that. It's really going to make you feel overwhelmed as you're working towards new things. Okay, so really want to make sure that you're bringing that to light. And the next So bringing in the whispers of healing over here. So really got a lot of chakras over here that you're really working on. And it's like once you do one and you really open up that heart chakra, really getting into the crown chakra and into the universal light over here, you're really going to feel all of your chakras really working for you as you're releasing that tension and really feeling better and more positive about where you're moving in the future, right? Every step. Okay. So Spirit says, be sure to be around positive-minded people right now. If you feel like there's a lot of negativity going around, maybe this person is working on your stress. Maybe you want to take a step back from them for a little while until you can actually release the stress and tensions that you have with this other person. Then maybe you can come back to them, maybe taking a little bit of a time out. Okay. You have third eye chakra coming out for well-being. This is all good for your well-being because this is going to bring you, like I said, to a place of balance and where you can actually step forward for the new year and say, yes, now I feel like I'm not holding this monkey on my back. I'm not feeling these overwhelming things that are giving me tension, stress, anxieties, or maybe even negative thoughts about this other person, because then you can release it and say, that's fine. I forgive you. I'm done. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I'm not going to even worry about that anymore because the more I worry about what you're doing is causing me stress, and I can't do that anymore. I have to do what's good for me at this time, and this is not good for me, right? Or whatever the situation is, letting it go. Even if it's something that was just not a person, but literally a bad situation that happened, continually talking about that bad situation causes stress and anxiety. Like, for instance, let's just say that someone stole your mail, right? They stole my mail. And you're continuing to talk about 3 weeks ago how this person stole your mail, how you're still trying to do this and that and that and this. It's actually frustrating you. Just, try to let go of it. Try not to think about it. If it's all done and over with, there's no reason to bring that back into light because it just causes more stress and more anxieties and frustration and anger, which we just don't need to bring those things up anymore. Bringing them up causes the feelings and brings back the emotions that you don't need. So that's releasing the control that emotion and that past situation has upon you, where it's actually taking control of you. So you're going to say, you can't have control over me. That's done and over with. I'm done. Let's go on. And this is so much better for who you are and your well-being on a mental side and emotional side. Sometimes even physical, because sometimes it even makes us sick, right? Physically, like it's literally making me physically sick. Okay, so this will give you the opportunity to start manifesting and taking action and making magic happen for the things that you need for the future, starting today, instead of worrying about yesterday's dramas and misgivings, right? Because it does feel like this determination had you kind of still leaning to the one side where it was like, I am moving forward, but I am leaning on this one piece that has been frustrating me. So with the determination, you need to drop the anchor that you kind of have, your walking stick over here, and allow that to go. So that way you don't feel like you're, crutching anything anymore. Allowing that to be your crutch, it's not going to help you. It does nothing for you except for cause upsetness. This is going to get you into the knowing. Once you release the control of this situation, it's going to get you back into the knowing so you can analyze the things that you need to be. And then you can say, I know exactly where I need to be now. Now that the control is gone, I can see forward now where my path can lie without this overshadowing me or overclouding me, with the King of Coins bringing in better self-assurance and also bringing in better prosperities for yourself, and also making your prosperity within your well-being and your happiness and your joy way better, right? Because now you don't have that monkey on your back anymore. So this will get rid of all the fears, anxieties, worries, and all the stuff that you're carrying along with you. Really uniting yourself with your higher self, bringing in that unity between you and the divine, which is going to be more peaceful, and really bringing in transition because it says I let go of what was no longer needed. I let it die because it was just a learning lesson, or it was just a really crappy situation that happened, however it is. But, you know, we all have them. So I'm just going to let it die because it's not the first one I've had. It won't be the last one I had. So now I just have to figure out what is the steps that I need to really allow things to go away without carrying them with me throughout my whole life. I don't need to hold on to someone stole my mail, my tire blew out last month. Oh, let's talk about that. Oh, you know, 7 months ago, my dryer went out. Oh, really? That's, you know, it's different on if you're having a conversation and somebody's talking about something, and it's different if you're keeping emotions to it. Are you talking about a past situation to where, you know, the crap hits the fan? We all have these, and we're just having, you know, conversations about the things like this, but is there an emotion to it? If there's emotion, then that has control of you, right? So releasing anything that's holding on to that emotion is what is really going to take place here. That's really what they're talking about. Things that actually affect the way you're moving, things that are actually like, you know, you're holding tight to that bad situation, or holding a grudge towards that situation does not help you move forward. So that's what they're trying to talk about over here. I mean, you know, if you're just, you know, but right now they don't want you talking to people like that. They don't want you having those conversations right now while you're trying to release control of this situation, because all it's going to do is, doesn't matter what kind of conversation it is, if they're bringing up negative aspects while you're holding on to other things, it's not going to help the situation, because then it's going to be like, well, you know, my life is just full of crap, because that's where it's going to end up leading, right? Oh man, the more I talk about the dryer going out, the more I talk about the flat tire, the more I talk about this, the more I talk about the mail being stolen, the universe hates, you know, and then it brings everything into a negative, because now it's gone overboard, right? Because now it's working on the emotions. So you want to talk to people who are like, well, you know, bad things do happen, but yeah, it's going to be kind of like the over positive Patty over here, you know, and those who are a little negative even find it a little annoying. Don't find it annoying. Just remember that they're boosting the vibration, because they have a higher vibration that you're looking for at this time. Okay? Because it's really going to help. Because then you could say, well, my mail is stolen, and they'll turn around and say, that was really bad luck. I'm really sorry that that happened. But on a positive note, you know, I went out and did this and that and that and this, and then they changed the situation, and it's going to make you feel better about the situation. Unless you're, you know, like I said, and then unless you're really in this really negative mode, it might be kind of annoying, you know, especially if they're making their life look really good, right? Stay off Facebook, right? Because they're either too negative, or they make their lives look wonderful when it's not so wonderful, right? Okay. Let's see what the angels have to say. It says you're ready for this turnaround. You are ready for this new, you know, to let go of this and release, so that you can have the things that you need in life, right? So you can come to better compromises and better things for yourself. Compromise. Wow. So you do have the compromise coming out, and it says, yes, you are ready. You are ready. There's no waiting around. Do not wait around for this to happen, because you need to get to where you need to be now. Now is the time, right? So that way, a year from now, you can look back next year and say, wow, I had a huge turnaround in the way that I'm perceiving things, in the way that I can let go of things. Yeah, bad things happen, but how long am I going to hold on to that, right? Because it's not helping. So this is going to really help you get into your intuition and really say yes, because look, there is something better for you. You don't need to hold on to that stuff. That stuff is, you know, either learning lessons, or it's just a part of being human, right? Crap breaks, you buy it. It's made by man. It's going to break, right? Lightning strikes everybody. So, but we can't hold on to those negatives for the rest of our life, because then it doesn't allow the something better to come in. The something better is the gifts, the things, the blessings, right? We need to let go of those things so we can move very positive into the future and say, oh, well, no, that's crappy. Right? Because a lot of people, it's not even things of just yesterday. It's literally things from months ago. I'm literally picking up on an energy that's been holding on to something since like August. That literally, you know, it's just been driving them insane. They really need to let that go, though. And the thing I don't like about it is, you know, there is a thing called law and attraction. You keep talking about how the car broke in August and how about, you know, and it cost you all this money and it really brought you down. And, you know, I haven't been able to get back up since then. Guess what? You keep feeding that all that attention, that car's going to break again. Why? Because you keep feeding it all this and you keep thinking, oh God, I hope it doesn't break again. I hope it doesn't do this. I hope it doesn't do this. And you're just feeding it that energy of what you don't want to come true to end up coming true. Because you just give it so much attention. That's for whoever that is. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can throw it away. But, you know, everybody has a resonating point somewhere of what it is. If your garden's not growing, you guys fertilize it. Throw some seeds out there. If it's not still growing with that fertilization, you're going to have to reseed, right? You're going to have to say, I guess those seeds are trash. They don't want to grow. There's something wrong with them. They're dead. There's something wrong. So we'll have to reseed, fixing the situation instead of mumbling and grumbling about the same situation. Because if you just keep trying to fertilize something that's not going to grow, you're wasting your time, right? You already know. Listen to your intuition. You already know those seeds are not going to grow. There's something wrong with these seeds. They're dead. They let them dry out too much. They didn't allow this. They didn't do that. If you're a gardener, you already know the answers, right? So you're just going to have to start again. And it's a pain in the butt. But you're going to get out there and you're going to say, okay, I'll be positive about it. Okay, this next seeds are going to work just great. More than likely they will. It's just a bad batch. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.